Hey folks, picked up this interesting Firefly guitar. I never had one of these, but of course this is the Les Paul Junior, LP Junior style shape with the P90 in there, the FF90 from Firefly. Sort of a green metallic flake, no toggle switch, just the single pickup and the tone and volume. That's full tone. If I turn the tone down, you can get more of a bit too much delay, but a bit of jazz tone on there. But these they're interesting guitars. I have not seen them available for a while. That's why I picked this one up. It seems to be, along with a lot of the Firefly models, to sort of be out of production. I'm not sure what's going on with that company actually. So I saw it going fairly cheap with a couple of things to fix, which are now taken care of. And it's got a really nice chocolate brown swirly rosewood fretboard, really nice. The neck is glossed the same finish as the rest of the guitar, which is going to put some of you off. Although you can steel wool that out if you want more of a satin finish. And the neck is kind of, a pretty chunky D neck. So it's got that sort of vintage 50s feel to the neck. It's certainly not a narrow neck or anything like that. But those of you who like these single P90 guitars, particularly this shape, they're not a bad deal. It stays in tune. There's the headstock again with the very typical chrome tuners. And I'm sure you could probably switch out parts on this and mod it up if you want to. So it's a good platform. And a lot of people like this sort of metallic flake finish. It's not really my cup of tea, but a lot of people do like it. Interesting cut there on the back. Pretty easy access. Not the most ergonomic guitar I've ever played. It does feel a bit chunky in my hands. A pretty chunky D neck on this, but it's really not a bad guitar. It's got a reasonable sound, and of course you can play with this sound. I like it dialing back the tone a little bit with a clean sound. It's a really nice, pleasant sound, and I've been playing it for a couple of hours today. Listed it and it sold right away, so there must be people waiting for these that have not been available for some time. So I just thought I'd shoot a quick video before I ship it off to the buyer. Did some setup on it, cleaned up the fret ends, lowered the action, it was too high, tweaked the truss rod, all the usual stuff. It's a decent little player. I think somebody will enjoy having this, whether they switch out parts on it or just play it stock. I think there's a lot to be got out of this. So yeah, I thought I'd show it to you before it disappears. It's the Firefly FFJR, and I think this was available in 3 or 4 or 5 colors when they came out. There was a massive run on them. People were raving about them, and then they just sort of disappeared, and along with the rest of Firefly, they just I don't know if they're gearing up for another product launch or what, but they've been quiet for a while, but people remember them and people still seem to want them. So this is the second one I've had this month. Earlier I had that semi-hollow, which sold right away too, and the person was really happy with it, so I'm sure this will be the same. Anyway folks, just an interesting guitar here to set up and play. Alright, see you on the next one.